Hello, my name is Jose Alaras, your current Troy Phi Secretary. I want to thank you for this time to let you know a bit more about myself and why I want to be a USC Troy Philippines president. To start, I want to take y'all back a few years, to freshman year Jose. There I was, sprawled out on my bed on Mark's Tower. My first semester here was rough, and I wasn't always sure if I was going to find that place that welcomed me. And at first, I didn't. There were nights where I would be so distraught, missing my family in Kansas so much that I would pace my room. And out of the corner of my eye, I would see that tiny green-yellow packet. Tamarind. A sinigang seasoning packet. My parents sent me off to USC with some pictures of the family, my luggage, and a whole baggie of sinigang seasoning packets. They knew my favorite dish was sinigang, and that the taste of sinigang would comfort me, even if I ever felt lonely. Now, I don't tell you this story to make you hungry, although I'm really hungry right now and starving, but because sinigang is more than just a dish for me. My nane taught me how our family has passed all of these recipes down, and fittingly, the first dish I ever learned how to cook was sinigang. From cooking sinigang, I was able to develop myself. I learned to be prepared, for you always had to finish dicing your onions and tomatoes before adding anything else. From sinigang, I learned organization, for you always have to cook your rice while cooking your ulam so you can have a steaming hot dinner. Now, sinigang may just be a huge metaphor for my life, and yes, while really cheesy, really embodies who I am. Because recipes are more than just instructions. It is culture that is passed down from generation to generation. And sharing my family's recipe for sinigang in the last Fujia meant so much to me, because sinigang is my vessel to share my love for my culture with y'all. And now I want to share y'all a recipe that I have in the works, a recipe for Troy Phi 2019-2020. This recipe involves 3 main ingredients: engagement, accountability, and familia, or family. In these past 2 years, I've been talking with a lot of you about things you wish to see in Troy Phi. I want to continue that dialogue between members and board to facilitate events that y'all would like to see. These events can range from bringing back the Gullo classes, to establishing a Filipino basketball team, or even exploring more ballet. I want to know what y'all want to see, because your board is truly here to serve you in whatever journey you're on. The next ingredient is accountability. Accountability refers to the role that the president has as the mediator between board. We can only have great events if we have everyone on board doing what they need to be doing. I have experience being the current co-president of Science Outreach, a club of 200 students and weekly programming for 500 local elementary school kids, which inherently takes a lot of organization. We are able to do such a task because everyone on board is being held accountable, never losing sight of that mission statement, and creating a lasting impact on the community. This is my goal with accountability, ensuring Troy Phi can thrive and thereby lift everyone else up to excellence. Finally, familia. Being your current secretary in Troy Phi, I have been able to see that Troy Phi flourishes most when we set aside our differences and can join together as a familia, or family. This is the secret ingredient in this recipe. This is the reason why your nanay sinigang is always the best sinigang you'll ever taste. It's the love and the care that goes into the dish that makes it so yummy. But if people feel like it's challenging to find a family in Troy Phi, or if it's too cliquey, they may feel excluded from that family. I want to encourage board to dissociate from their friend groups and meetings, truly getting a good opportunity to get to know you all individually. I want to facilitate those meaningful relationships with you all, and I hope I've shown that through my actions and attendance to every Troy Phi event. Look, I may not be the hypest at parties, or the most experienced in our culture, but I am a balance between both. The person you see dancing to Bruno Mars, but also taking care of you if things get too lit. I want to use my background as a TP intern and secretary and Scout co-president to show you how I lead, through servant leadership. I want to be amidst it all, standing shoulder to shoulder with general members to make Troy Phi the home for you as it is for me. Troy Phi is where I found my sinigang. That ingredient, that thing that pushes me and keeps me fighting. That ingredient that spices up my week. That love that is sprinkled in everything that I do. So I hope y'all come hungry, because I am determined to find that sinigang for everyone. Thank you for listening, and I hope y'all will consider me for your next Troy Philippines president.